3 by 3. Very good. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of FTB Academy. Today, we've got to get a heap done so we can catch up to where we need to be. Because last episode dragged on a little bit, but we didn't get as much accomplished as I wanted. So, that's why we went and made a portal. We need to go into the nether, we need to get ourselves a good chunk of quartz, we need to come back, and we need to get into some machines. So, it's going to be nice and easy when I can press the right buttons. Get rid of the chunk boundaries, there we go. So, let's go and see what fate has in store for us over in the nether. Let's see where we spawn. Oh, look, a little zombie over there. Let's thank you, sunshine. Alrighty, let's go in and see where it leads us. It's not terrible. Bit of cobalt here. Can we get that? We can. That'll upgrade our pick nicely. And our hammer, of course. I went and made one of them. I'll show you guys that in just a second, but we need to get ourselves a little bit of these goodies too. Oh, hello. So if you don't know, that's ardite. Ardite itself is pretty good. Cobalt itself is pretty good. Put them both together, you get manulin, which is really good for weapons. And we need quite a bit of this stuff to keep us going. Using a lot of cobalt on your tools is a really good way to make them a lot faster and a lot more durable. So, ooh, soul sand. We need some of that. Let's just get rid of this and we'll grab a good chunk of this stuff. That should be plenty. Don't think we're going to run out now. Let's see what we've got hiding over here. We've got a little bit more cobalt and a little bit more quartz. Quartz is really good for a lot of the machinery. But it's really good for Tinker's weapons because you can actually use it to make them a lot sharper. You use a modifier and add quartz and it will increase the damage that the weapon does. So not too bad on that front, and we'll show you how all that works as well. Let's see what else we've got. More quartz, definitely have some of that. And my pickaxe has been leveling up a little, so now I'm accustomed to it. I actually have 2 modifiers left, and because I put a piece, just one piece, of lapis on there, used a modifier, it also added fortune. So over time it built up, and now I have a fortune 1. So that's pretty good. Let's keep getting some of this quartz. I'll gather a heap of stuff up and I'll meet you guys back there. Forgot we needed some glowstone too, so better grab a bit of that. First go. Yeah. First go. Nobody saw anything else come through here. Ooh, draconium. I'll take a little bit of that. Alright, we'll chuck a little bit of this stuff in. We may as well just chuck whatever we've got now. Happy little fist there. And we'll chuck in, I don't know how much manulin we're going to need. Probably that much, because we don't need a great deal. I don't want to use too much of it, so let's use a modifier on our sword though. We can chuck that on. As you can see there, damage is 7.5. If we chuck that on, use a full modifier, it goes to 9.72. And we can use another modifier and we get up to 11.64, 13.44, 14.42, and yep, that's it. That's as high as we can go with that. But once we chuck that manulin blade on there as well, that's going to go up a lot more. So that left us with a good little chunk of quartz left. That's why I wanted to get a whole heap of it. And we'll chuck that in there. And we'll chuck that basalt and stuff in here. Let's grab a stack of this. I'm going to turn it into glowstone blocks, and we're going to get rid of our torches in here. Because who likes torch spam? And three down this side. There we go. Now we should be able to get rid of all of that. Goodbye. Goodbye. Awesome. There we go. I guess we can put a couple down here as well. Let's chuck one there. And one there. We'll just go double. Boom and boom. We'll just leave it like that. I'll come and decorate this place a bit later on. But for the floor, I was thinking of just going basalt. So let's, do we leave any over there? Chuck the basalt, see if we can do anything else with the basalt. Can we make it polished? What have we got there? Basalt pavement? Could be good. Can we make it polished? Let's go polished. Turn all of that into polished basalt. And then, if we do that, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's going to look nice. It would be so much easier if we had a piece of equipment that could actually let us do that a lot faster. Something like, I don't know, a magical wand? Like a diamond builder's wand, maybe. That could come in handy. What do you reckon? So we break that, break that, break that. One there, one over there, and then the one we're standing on. And if we use the wand, as long as we've got the items in our inventory, it will build it out for us. So we just need to grab a little bit more basalt and turn it into the polished version, which we can do here. And boom over that side, boom over that side, boom there. Look at that. How much quicker is that? So that's easily, you don't need to use diamond. Diamond's the best tier it is though, but you can just use stone, and stone will give you a 5x5 that you can use. You can use iron, which will give you a lot bigger column, but the diamond one can actually go vertically. So if we wanted to do that and build upwards, the diamond one will actually let us go upwards as well. So not three bad for those little wands there. We'll chuck all this stuff away. And we need to get ourselves a good little storage system up and running for all our bulk goods. So it's things like dirt, we've got cobblestone, we've got coal, all those bits and pieces that we're going to have a bulk amount of. We need to start getting a little room or a little building designated where we're going to house our storage system. And this little slime's going to die. There we go. So we can either dig into another mountain, like here, or here, or we can build like a little storage shed here. Don't know yet. I'll decide that in a minute. But we do need to get our drawers prepared. So our quest line will start off with the compacting drawer. So we just need to make ourselves a couple of pistons, which yep, there we go. Just one more basically. And we need a drawer. So they were the nice easy ones to make. But I don't think we have enough wood to make one at the moment. Luckily, our bonsais are producing a fairly good steady amount. What am I doing? Come on, Thunder, what are you doing? We'll go with that, and then we'll get 4 of these guys. Because we're going to need a few drawers, so we may as well do that. And where did those drawers end up? Did I already have some drawers? Yeah, I did have 2 drawers. Wow. So we'll do that, and then we'll get 6 drawers out of that. So we can then chuck this guy together. I'll get this smelted up. I'll be back in a second. There we go. We got a bit of a stone up and running. And now we can just grab our compacting drawer. So if you remember from the tutorial at the start, this compacting drawer, if you throw in, let's say I've got a block of redstone. It's not really the best example, but if we throw a block of redstone there, you can see we can take one block of redstone or 9 bits out. So we can't take a block anymore because we've only got 8, but if we throw that back in, we can pull the block back out. If we decide to chuck in, say, something like a block of lead, we got 5 of those. If I chuck the blocks up there, as you can see, we've got 45 ingots worth, we've got 405 nuggets worth, or we've got 5 blocks worth. And you can take whatever you want out of each column. And as long as you put them back, you can always take your full amount of blocks back. So these guys are pretty good for storing your ores, so you don't have to constantly change what they're in. If you need nuggets, just grab a few nuggets. If you need the blocks, just grab a few blocks. So they are pretty handy for your bulk sort of things that come in a few different compacted forms. So that's that one out of the way. Now we need a draw controller. So we need to get ourselves a bit more stone and a few redstone torches. So we better knock up at least 12 of these. Well, we'll just, what the hell, we'll just go with half a stack. 32, there we go. We'll use them anyway. A bit more stone over here, so we'll grab that. Alrighty, so we've got the stone, we've got our quartz. We come back, we chuck these guys on. We get 2. I said 2. Boy, I said boy, I said boy, I said 2. There we go. We get a draw, and we need a diamond, which luckily we found a couple earlier. And there is our draw controller. So this handy little device, you throw it down here, and as you can see there, we've got 2081. If we take a heap of that out, as you can see there, it drops down. But if we chuck it into this draw controller, it puts it into here. So whatever is attached to this draw controller, it'll put it straight from there to there. So if you've got multiple drawers all up and around the place, and you want to empty your inventory fast, the draw controller is the way to do it. So it doesn't matter, you can chuck it straight in there, or you can grab it and chuck it into your draw controller. And if we put another drawer, that one funder, if we put another drawer there, another drawer there, and let's say we have dirt in one, as an example, and what else can we put in? Glowstone in the other. There we go. So if we grab all our glowstone and all our dirt, I think that's all the glowstone. There we go. So if we've got that like that, instead of chucking the dirt, chucking the glowstone, we just go to the draw controller. And then it's all out of our inventory. Simples. Nice and easy. So that should have knocked a couple of quests out. So we've got that. We get a quantify key. So that'll actually show you the numbers that are in there. So that's pretty good, that one. And we got our draw controller. So we get a status upgrade. Shows how full it is. So we may as well chuck that on. And as you can see now, there's a little bar at the bottom. So when that fills up, that bar goes red. And the quantify key shows you the numbers that are actually in there as well. So that key is pretty cool. I like that one. There is another one you can get it to lock it, so you can never put the wrong item in. It'll always, even if you take it down to 0, they'll still have that picture of the dirt there, and you can never put anything else in until you unlock it and take the dirt back out. So handy little key, that one. But yeah, we're going to need a lot more rods for that. Our main focus for today was to start getting into some technologies. So we need to get a pulverizer and a redstone furnace up and running. So I think we make some plastic, nice and easy. I think we can definitely knock those two out now that we've got a few bits of copper. So let's chuck in a pulverizer. Pulv, there we go. So this guy just uses an item frame, tin gear. We'll make that one, and we've got the glass, so we've got an item frame. Sorry, machine frame. We'll need another piston, so we may as well get a couple of them. And we need some copper gears. So is that all the copper we had? I'm sure we've got plenty of copper. It's all in block form. Look at that. Now, if I had had that in the compacting drawers, it would have been easier. So there's our copper. We'll make another 3. We'll make one more to make 4. And we need our redstone reception coil. There we go. So we've got everything. Oh yeah, there we go. So that bad boy, we can, I'm going to get rid of this guy. And I'm going to put the pulverizer right there. Now we need a little bit of coal to run that machine there. So we'll chuck in a bit more coal, build up our RF, because we'll be running that shortly. The other item it wanted was a redstone furnace. So that one there, we're going to need some bricks. Luckily someone thought ahead and cooked up a bit more clay. There we go, a couple of bricks. And we'll need another reception coil and another machine frame. So let's get that all knocked out of the way. Out of iron and out of glass. No. Okay, we've got more blocks of iron. Glass could be an issue. Let me have a look if we've got any more sand. I don't see any more sand. Oh no. Oh no. Really? I've got a new sword. Do you really want to take me on now? Oh, hello, creeper. Oh, yeah, haha. Get out of here. Really? Go away. Ow. Really? Sheesh. What am I walking like that for? We can just fly over there. Wow, I'm really bad at this thing today. Where's the river? That's it, we're leaving. There we go. And right in the drink. Grab a bit of sand. Ta-da! And get it back onto dry land. And boost ourselves back home. Aha! I think someone really wants to shoot me. There you are. Hey, how do you like that? Huh? Trying to shoot me in the back. Give you what for? Oh, look, another creeper. If you come to die. Yes, yes, you have. Alrighty, let's get a bit of glass cranking. We only need a little bit. So that should be alright. We'll just may as well do a full stack. We're going to need it. And do it in there. In there. Stone, cobblestone, bone, arrow. We don't need any of that stuff on us. Boom. A bit of glass. That should do us. And we should be ready to rock and roll. Here we go. Bam. We have our redstone furnace. Now, the good thing about these thermal machines is that when you place them down, actually, let me just make sure that that's an out, so that gets power as well. There we go. When you place them down, if you have a look at this configuration button, these colors here represent where the items can be transported to. So if we have blue for an input and red for an output, so if we have at the bottom red as an output, we can clear those by holding down shift and clicking on them. And if we have, say, over here as the yellow, then if we get a couple of chests, do we have any chests left? I think I turned them all into drawers, didn't I? That's all right, we can get a few more. So if we just get a couple of chests like this, and we put a chest there, which that one won't work anymore, so we're going to have to do something about that. And then we put this one here as the input up here. If we grab a bit of ore, so something like this silver ore, and we put it in here, normally it would pull from there. And oh, we need output up there. My bad, there we go. Yep, that's input, good. So normally it would pull from there, start pulverizing it. As you can tell, it takes a little while until you upgrade these bad boys. But once it'll spit the silver dust, and it pushes it straight into the furnace. So then because it makes two, we get 2 ingots because we chucked one in there, makes 2 dust turn into 2 ingots. Now if we really want to be tricky, we can chuck another chest down there, or a crate or some description, and that can auto eject that stuff straight out. So we could have it on that side and it could actually go out, or we could put a pipe and tube it back up. But we're going to probably just use crates because I like crates and you don't need anything else on top. You can open them straight away. So we will get that all set up with our warehouse later on. We just needed to knock out a couple of those quests. There we go. So we get a choice reward. Ooh. What do we get? 8 gold, 16 iron, 16 copper, 16 tin, 8 silver, lead, aluminium, or nickel. At the moment, we need the iron the most, but nickel's a lot harder to find. We'll go with iron. It's a lot easier. So we've got 16 iron out of that. And then this one, what do we get? Raw beef. That's handy. We do need a bit of food. So we've got 8 beef, so that's nice. We may as well chuck it in there. Cook it in the same furnace as the silver. Can't see any reason why that would be harmful to us at all. At all. Yeah. Alright, what else is on the quest book? Oh, that's right, we needed some Invar. Just so happens, someone went ahead and made a little bit of that. There it is. So if we turn that into some nuggets and we get our leadstone, maybe if you spell it right, leadstone flux duct, we do have some here, I believe. So if we go to uses on that, there we go. That will transport 4,000 RF per tick, so we're nowhere near that power capacity. We're not even anywhere near the capacity of this one, but just in case, we've got that. These pipes can be upgraded as you go. That's that quest done. Nice and easy, and we get 16 of them, so that's pretty cool. And what is this? Make the Tesla locator. So we just need 4 hoppers, 4 nuggets of gold. Maybe it was a good idea that I did get that iron as a quest reward. Where is that iron ore? Here. Let's chuck that bad boy in there. What I might do actually is that reinforced kit we got as a nice little gift earlier. We can actually use it on this. So see how up there, see how fast it's going? It's using a 20 RF per tick. Now it's going to crank it up even further, but it's going to go a lot faster. You can see there now the speed goes up dramatically, but now it's got spaces for 2 augments. So we can either put in, if you go into search for your augments, augment. So with this guy, you can use the transmission, nope, it's the other one, it's the hiding one, that one right there, the auxiliary reception coil. It increases the processing speed, but it increases the amount of RF per tick it's going to use. And you can also increase it from, where is it? And that's the induction smelter. I thought there was one there that let you decrease the amount of RF. So it was more like a, I guess not. Oh well. Never mind. We're not going to be making any of those anytime soon because we're making like 640 RF, I think, out of this guy. And this is using pretty much all of that straight up. So as you can see, oh no, we're gaining power. Just. That's probably because that stopped. Oh, and it's not using any in here yet because we had our steak in there. So there we go. We can chuck those guys in there. And chuck those guys in there. So what else did we need from this? Let's have a look. Technology. We know we're up to advanced yet, so let's not. Oh, hardened upgrade kit. We need that. So let's see what that needs. Just a bronze gear, a couple of those. So we'll definitely get into the alloys next episode. Get more into those guys. There you go. We've got our iron coming in. So that's definitely handy. What else do we have? So vanilla. Oh, we need a backpack. We really need a backpack. That's leather, which we don't have any of yet. Alrighty, well, I think we need to spend the last few minutes of this episode with the smeltery and just getting those last few upgrades. So we've got our manual in there. I will go and get our casts. What do we need? Over here? They're in there. So we need a sword blade. We need a pickaxe head, shovel head, axe head, and that's a standard tool rod. We don't need the wide guard. We will, if it's over here, yep, hammerhead there, and one plate cast. We'll go with that. So we'll take out that, and we'll take out that. So we've got the manual selected. We pour that out and get our sword blade. For the other one, we want the cobalt. So we want that one in cobalt, that one in cobalt, that one in cobalt. Let's go and play with our new sword. So if we put that in there, remember we used the quartz and that pushed the damage all the way up to 14.32. And boom. Thanks, buddy. Thanks. That was fun. Naughty creeper. And it puts us up to 16.94. So gives us an extra couple of damage and boosts our durability way up. The other cool thing about the manual is that you deal more and more damage as you keep hitting them. So that's pretty good. Oop, don't take it from there, take it from there. There we go. And let's get a couple of these as well and upgrade our digging tools. So if we chuck that in there, as you can see, 993, speed 6.5. Chuck that bad boy on, speed doubles to 12.5, and our durability pretty much triples there. Doubles there, sorry. So there we go. So definitely worth upgrading that. And then same with this, we chuck in that guy there. You can see 5.72 and 1,000 durability. We go to 1,800 durability and 6. And then if we chuck that on as well, speed goes up to 7 and durability goes through the roof. There we go. A couple of nice little upgrades there. And we also need to upgrade our hatchet. Our mattock. That's the word I was looking for. We'll do cobalt as well. And that should just leave the manual in. So we'll pour that out and we'll chuck the ingot cast back on. Pour a few of that so we can get repair things when we need to. That's the word I was chasing. And is that it? We got one more ingot. There we go. Cool, cool. Grab that bad boy and we'll go and make our mattock a little better as well. Bam and bam. There we go. So nice and quick now. And the speed at which it digs dirt now. Pretty quick. Not insta-mine yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just add some redstone to it. Because it's still got all its modifiers, I believe. Yep, there we go. So it's still got 3 modifiers. So we can literally add a heap of redstone to that, make that super fast. Heap of redstone to that, make it super fast. Which we need some lapis. And we're going to put looting on our sword. Oh, needs another modifier. Ouch. Oh well, we'll have to level it up. But at least we can do that on our hammer. Nope. Okay. We can do that on our pick and make it higher. We can, but there's not much point. Let's get there anyway. Oh well, we've got to level up our sword. And then we can add fortune to it. Alrighty, what else? Let me chuck all those guys away. Chuck all those guys away. Okay, so that's the technology started, but that's only one branch of this mod pack. we also have, when I can find the paint, the rice, there we go. We also have the magical side. So let's get a little bit of paper, and if we use a little trick from Tinkers, we can make books real easy without leather. If you go like this, like this, like this, you actually use the blank patterns to make a book. And we go like that, and that needs to move to there. And then we just need one piece of string. And you chuck that bad boy there. We're not getting books today. Hello. Do they not have it in this one? Oh, it's two patterns. My bad, yo. There we go. So we get that, and we combine it with a sapling like this. We chuck that in there and that in there. We get our Lexica Botanica. Probably should go and sleep before more creepers come and blow me up, eh? There we go. We're awake. Let's have a look at this Botanica. So, advancement made. We opened the book. Hurrah! So it's basically a tech mod using magic. So it's a magic tech mod or a tech magic mod or a combination of both. It's pretty cool. So this book will tell you all the bits and pieces you need to get started in Botania. So basics and mechanics. Tutorial of the basics. We don't need that one. So don't need that. We just did it. We got that. We need our mystical flowers. We need a petal apothecary. And we need a pure daisy. So we need to go on a flower hunt. We need to get some cobblestone cranking. And we need to get ourselves a pure daisy to start getting into some magic. Which, we're going to do next episode. So, if you like this one, you know what to do. Those buttons down the bottom there. Hit those guys down there. If you really liked it, hit the big one that says subscribe. If you really, really liked it, hit that share button. Send it on to any social media platform. Helps me out greatly. Alright guys, thanks for hanging around and checking this episode out. Hope you're all staying safe out there, especially with the new lockdowns and stuff happening in different parts of the world. I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles.